It's me, Lauren, from Speak from the Heart, where I give you all things speech, language, and life. I'm a licensed speech language pathologist, and I'm so happy you are here viewing this newest video. So it's been quite a while since I've uploaded, and to be completely honest and transparent, I just have not been super inspired to sit in front of my camera and record a YouTube video, but you guys always know I'm available on Instagram. You all DM me. I try to answer questions as quickly as possible, but this morning I got a spark of inspiration, and that's why I'm sitting here in front of the camera right now. I really do want to be more regular in my uploads and spend more time creating content for you all on YouTube. So make sure when you're finished viewing this video, drop some content ideas down below to help me when I'm stuck in these ruts. Your girl would really appreciate it, so I can keep creating quality SLP related content for you. Today's video is going to be for all of my students out there who are about to start grad school, and honestly, even undergrad. And I have come up with a list of some questions to ask yourself before you start grad school. So I really wish that I did something like this when I was starting grad school. I went into grad school feeling very like deer in headlights. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. And I think it took me a while to find my groove, being in classes and seeing clients for the very first time. And this was all in my first semester of grad school. I just felt unprepared, overwhelmed, and just like, sis, what are you doing? So I want you all to go ahead, grab a journal, a notebook, piece of paper, a napkin, whatever you have that you can write these questions down on, because I really want you all to take some time to reflect on these so you can be the best graduate clinician and student that you possibly can be. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. Go ahead, get your notebook. All right, y'all ready? Okay. The first question I feel you should ask yourself, and like I said, jot these responses down so you can reflect on them. What is my study style, and how am I best going to retain the information that I'm learning? So this is kind of like one question. So I think this is such an important question because how you study and how you learn is going to be completely different than maybe the next person, or even how you studied and learned in undergrad. And so taking that time to figure out, do you learn best in an auditory format? So just listening to your professor lecture, reading what's on the slides, and that's it, boom, like you got it. Or are you someone like me who is a bit more visual and needs things kind of separated by color, just so you're able to retain it a little bit more? Or are you also like me in the fact that you have to teach someone the information to be able to recall it a little bit better? And so, shameless plug, check out my study tips video. I will link it up here somewhere. But definitely taking that time to figure out how best you are going to be able to retain the content that you learn in grad school, because you're gonna use it for the rest of your life, at least the rest of your SLP life. So jot it down. I learn best by color coding my notes. I learn best by, going through the information that I learned, recording it, and then listening back to it. I learn best by, explaining this information to my roommate so that I know I understand it. I know I got it. So just think about it, jot it down, and that way you're a little bit more prepared when classes begin too. So the next question I think is just as important. How do I like feedback? How do I best accept feedback so I can apply it to whatever the situation is? So again, taking time out to think about, do I like immediate feedback from supervisors or professors? Do I like, delayed feedback? So after the session is over, I would want my supervisor to give me feedback, or during the session, I more appreciate that type of feedback. Do you like written feedback? Do you like verbal feedback? There's so many different types of feedback, and you really have to take some time to understand how you best accept it. I don't think there's anything wrong with sitting down with your professors, or maybe more specifically your clinical supervisors when you start treating patients, and saying, I really appreciate XYZ type of feedback. I feel like that really helps me to retain the information that I'm learning here in this setting to be a better clinician. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that and stating that, because you are ultimately the one who needs this. It's not them, they already got their C's. But you're the one who really needs this information. And so sitting down with yourself first to figure out, how do you like feedback? How often do you like it? Written, verbal, whatever modality is best fit for you. Making sure you jot that down in your journal. I hope you're writing this down. And like I said, sharing that with your professors and clinical supervisors as well. The third question, and this is honestly the last question, I have like a bonus tip at the end. So we'll just say this is the last question. What is my why? Whew, child. This one right here, this one got me through some rough days in grad school. So you have to know why you're doing this. Like, why are you pursuing speech therapy? Why is this an area of passion for you? Why do you want this to be your lifelong career? You need to write that down. And if you don't write it down, that's fine. At least tell yourself, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I want to pursue this field because blah, 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 X, Y, Z. But I think having it written down, so that way when you do come across those tough days in grad school, because they are gonna happen, where you're like, why did I get myself into this? Am I even gonna pass? Am I gonna get through this? You can read your response to this question where it says, I am extremely passionate about this area of speech and I can't wait to grow and be a great clinician. You can look back on that and say, okay, this is why I'm doing this. It's hard right now, but it's not always gonna be like this, and I have to stick with this so that I can achieve this goal. So like I said, I would love to hear some of your responses to these questions. And if you're comfortable, just commenting down below, or maybe even some other questions maybe that you've asked yourself going into grad school. I would love to hear those too. And I think these questions can be transferred even into starting your first SLP job or even your 15th SLP job. I think it's such a great way to just be introspective about who you are and how you are so you can be your best self. I literally asked myself a lot of these before I started my current job, so I knew what was going to be hard for me and what was probably going to be a little bit easier for me. And so it's okay to get down to the nitty gritty, talk to yourself and be like, self, I got some things I need to work on. But it's okay, that's how you grow. So I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you like it if you did like it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you find this type of content helpful, and turn on the notification bell so you're uploaded every time I upload. So you're notified every time I upload a new video, which I am hoping will be more consistently. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.